Alright. Let's finish this game. The Ultimate Despair? A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. The same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting around the world. Most desperately awful group of people ever. That is Mastermind's true identity. Once their image is revealed. But right now.
Anyway.
Right now, we have to get out of this world place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have to open the store. Yeah, it's Gary. Hey, Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Malkuma's secret tool that got you from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It is absolutely vital of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part without it. And it could open any door in the school, right? That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, can you use that key of yours to open the door?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monocuban design on it and slid into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now, we can get out of here. Let's go. It sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, the ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, and ultimate death. And yep, we're straight into deadly life, so... after leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed in the darkness. The passageway was dark and cramped. I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now you said that, I'm kind of nervous. I'll forget how to, walk up a ladder. It's like, when you're sitting on an edge. What if you just forget how to sit down? You could fall off a cliff. You gotta hate it when you forget how to, sit. But maybe talk your mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is my blood. There was a time when a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, your family's famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, because we take pride in it. We're not some Cole Phelps who just, was, a soldier in World War II. No. We are an actual detective.
Indeed.
For pride. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort. It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and what we do, we must protect it. Because, like I said, it's a source of pride. So that explains... before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, never something about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
and yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kyogiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter up its peak, is because how much you want to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Reconnect? I absolutely have no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You'd have had so much to talk about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There is something I wanted to say to him, though. But what? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
So...
What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. I don't know myself, but apparently, he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future. But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut ties off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure he had a reason for that. I'm sure Dad wanted to take you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in the family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I would never have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He has his own life to live, and that's what anyone in my position would say,
However,
right? But that's not true. There is one more thing. One thing I can never forgive.
So...
Really? The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said,
However,
I think it was a good thing. When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow doesn't follow me my entire life. I am sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. And that's up to find him and tell him we are no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that. Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? I'm connected by blood, but not by heart and soul. I was shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I just said nothing. I skipped climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we found her stop.
Indeed.
Looks like this is it. On the other side of the store, so to speak, is waiting for us.
That's right.
We're back. Remember the hatch in the ground in the trash room? I'm fairly certain where it will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without too much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand right up and pushed against the hatch. Hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long the ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't stay here safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. I'm back at Hope Speak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would never have gotten out without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if Master finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might... You're worried? Yeah, I mean, of course. Then let's get a concrete answer.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
However,
wait, that's... If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can actually run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now. Don't worry. What you think is gonna happen isn't. Because the Mastermind is the one who's ensnared. Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, but I don't know what the word ensnared means. The Mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Murkuro's death. There was a moment where the Mastermind let their guard down. There was? If we talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it's better for us if we go directly before he tracks us down. That should help with negotiations. I'm still, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Shall we go?
Should be in the gym. Let's get going. Alright. Let's go to the gym. Alright.
Well now.
Hey. Can't get on mine so much.
Don't
Of course,
believe
he's dead.
it!
What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. You're really gonna be okay. Here's his punish. Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed to the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So I get punched again. This time, I wasn't getting a chance.
Right.
Kyoko? You do not really have to.
However...
What? Before you do, let me just say one thing. If you excuse Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up this last class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you want an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, your reaction by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him, you made a choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must realize that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. And an entity that would throw a wrench, just so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after we killed it. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't murder Makio. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's just what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk big game. You said the Blackened is me, not Makoto? And you prove this, right? No, I can't. Just say it like that. What is this, a counter routine? To make such bold claims on insurance evidence? I don't have it right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you try to talk like some kind of famous detective type? If Makoto really was the killer, he would have come to you. He never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, fearing not execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's what convinced me in the absolute absence of evidence. I'm not trying to convince you. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there would be watching this would be extremely displeased.
Indeed.
Huh? Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill him.
Hey.
Of course. You could say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'd be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. So, what's the advice of yours? To do Murkuro's trial all over again. Only this time, you follow school regulations to ensure
it's time
fair
for
trial.
one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey.
Well, then make a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this is your chance to expose the true identity of Murkuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry? We're going back to making bear puns?
What's wrong?
Ah, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one
Another
climax. Does that mean
You
that
guys!
if you do things that your way, that'd be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or my despair claim victory?
Barely contain myself!
Let's have one grisly showdown. He agreed. But we still shot at this. But this is a long way to climax, right? Just guessing the killers is a very good end. So, for this final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school.
I can barely contain myself!
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. That's been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's all bear it. You can claw your way to the truth of Murkuro's death and solve the mysteries in school. Then you win. But if you can't do all that, we all fix execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When will you learn the whole truth? What kind of despair will you show me? We're excited as you are, I'm sure. We've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this is all turned out. Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember that rule? When a student kills another, that's when a class trial is held. I remember that for sure, so what? I just want to confirm, this is what you said, right? And that is a true statement. Yeah, he's suspicious. I've said before, but it bears repeating. Everything's based on school regulations, and then I trial for Makuro's no exception to that. Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the school regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro. It's a very polarized approach, I know. Okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure it's all subway, but the killing game began with 60 participants, and all of the high school students. And then, only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 60 students.
Listen.
What? Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go all quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm ready!
I'm done talking. I got nothing else to say to you. Sometimes you lost. Got it? Why you have to be mad? You seems unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. I'm just really let me go. I don't care anymore. You'll argue punch me later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment or from despair.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Mako was unstable after, started to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we're out of the gym. Alright. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still have my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, Kyoko dead. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle's still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from our final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept it.
Because...
Huh? It's because of the final that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So, when was it the Mastermind let the guard down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast their school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it. But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason. They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. Mastermind have been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, it makes sense. If those regulations didn't exist, nobody could kill anybody. So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
Correct.
But why? To prove a point, most likely. To prove a point. The outside world has a name for us students of Hook's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right? And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope?
It's true.
That's ridiculous. You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves Ultimate Despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making us, the rest of us, suffer? I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that's the same motivation is what led the Mastermind to reveal their weakness.
In other words,
because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If Mastermind specific over the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least, that's how those watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves. That's just precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Joker broke the rules, so she was punished. In my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work. Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion. To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form. It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge. Well, it's thanks to you that we got the chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you're able to figure out. I still haven't got the slightest clue. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning, essentially as making a bet. But looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let a quick sigh, and I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you're nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment that we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I show my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right.
However,
pathetic. Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we have done is earn another chance to fight.
Correct.
We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we get to the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All I have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone. Is that really possible?
Anyway.
Huh? Anyway.
Shall we
Right
go?
now I have to go find the others. They're probably in dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Alright. I was expecting to see Kyoko here, but, should we just, like, open up random doors? Like, hey, yeah, let's talk to Hero first. This Hero's room, is he inside?
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, me keep looking. Okay. Yeah, is he in here?
Hey.
Well, they're not in the gym. Dine Hall's closed during nighttime. We only have access to the first floor? That's weird. I guess let's try everybody's door until somebody opens their door.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, well there goes that theory. I mean, they can't be in... It's nighttime, they can't be in the dining hall, right? And suddenly we're greeted with... Keyboard smash, keyboard smash, keyboard smash. You again? Keyboard smash, keyboard smash, keyboard smash. Is he broken? I suppose emotional stability's reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what the hell that was about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Huh.
Is that Makoto? You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I'm a ghost. Everyone's there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait,
What
does that smell? Yeah, man, seriously, that stinks. Ah, Makoto! He smells like my dog! Get away! Shoo shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in extended happy reunion. We explained to everyone what happened with Monokuma. Explain? Explain what? But it's okay, you're here. What mastermind catches you? This is related to what I have to tell you all. I tell you all about the last class trial. The last class trial? We're gonna redo Makuro's trial. What? Seriously? Well, what's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it.
Wrong.
I keep telling you. Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's neither me nor any of you. Then, who is it? What she's saying is, it's all the work of the mastermind. What? You say the mastermind killed Makuro? That's right. It was a elaborate trap contravened by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and did what he had to stop it. I read that again and I saw 2 2s, but that is actually grammatically correct, because he did what he had to stop it. But I saw 2 2s, and my brain's like, well, that's an error, even though I read it correctly. Weird, whatever. Anyways. His decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? It makes it sound easy, I just, you know. But executing Makoto, who was the blackened, is a clear violation of school regulations. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that really mean that they did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you? Very observant of you. I recall what you said at the end of last trial. You said, now the mastermind's ensnared. That's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally dark here. For whom doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now? It's about who kills Makuro, right? Our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still know anything, right? You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
No!
Everyone?
I hate you!
Hey, who said you could come up to those terms without taking the rest of us? The way things are, I'm fine living here with Fred with Master. I mean, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as possible. At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Makuro in the School's Mysteries. That's a pretty tall friggin' order. Hey, but this time the trial's different. We know who our enemy is, so work together and search as hard as we can. I'm sure you can solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. I cannot agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, work together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve mysteries. That's what I thought, too, at first. Until Makuma gave us a little hint of his. Hint? It's a very positive approach, I know. Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you how to say it, but the killing game against 16 students. And all of them, high school students. And the way to don't be able to take a single step without speaking, just kill them again. Again, out of those 16 students.
I see.
Makuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh?
So,
but
in
why?
other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makaru, as Kyoko says, the mastermind who would have had to step foot in the school, right? Makuma could probably murder Makaru, but there is no way he could have designed this disguised scene like that. But according to Makuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have taken part in this killing game. Then, Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning, and adding Makaru in to get 16. So the Mastermind would be one of them? And of those 16 people who started out, the only one still alive. Other people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Well, wait. We can't say that's true yet. Makuma said that confuse us. Which is certainly possible. But only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we cannot ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You cannot say it's not possible. But if one of us is mastermind, they would have to be controlling Makuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime when Makuma was active? Maybe they stuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Right?
Then maybe Makuma's on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue tracks beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those backdoor conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the full conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Let's do the class trial.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
So we will do a proper investigation here. Okay.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
So it's only 2 parts. Well, it certainly will be now. How very... What? Magnanimous?
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need a bigger investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the very beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Tagaya blood flowing through my veins. I have no words for the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Bakura left the dining hall. Master, he didn't just take me with him. Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee without cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. And with that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Oh, great. Now she's gone. And you're going off by yourself, right,
Indeed.
Kyoko? That's right. Which leaves just Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm
Just
by
a
myself
second.
too.
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's true identity. Laughing loudly, Hero left Dynol. Everyone's waking off by themselves? But you, Hina. I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I really haven't been all that useful. I've just been talking about donuts all game. And have added... I've actually subtracted from the, investigations because, you know, I disguised Sakura's suicide. And that's the only thing that I have done in these trials. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. They're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I'd have died. Makoto. That's so nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been totally useless. So I figure, at least at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. See you later. It was in surprise high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's
Indeed.
just us two. So, you can go off on your own too,
However-
right, Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're doing our search separately doesn't mean we still can't work
So-
together. That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our investigating doesn't mean we can't all work together in the end. I should just see that splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can all get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right. Whenever I get going, I have an endless list of things to get checked. Mako said all the doors to school have been unlocked, right? So she'll investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all places we couldn't go before. Makoto? No matter what it takes, we have to discover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Gary was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to get my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I have to prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I have to expose the mastermind's true identity, and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all skip together. I guess I should start by taking a look at Makuru's Monokuma file. The explosion of the victim's identity is unknown. There were, however, dead before the blast. The victim was stabbed single times with a knife, which was completely through. They also been struck in the head with an object, as thick smell pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we found out who killed Mukuru Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So we're starting investigation to figure out who killed her. I guess we should start with the rooms that were locked until now. The headmaster's room, biolab, and a door with the data center with Makuna's face on it. Oh, and the second floor dorms, where the gate was down before. That should open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and dojo. Okay, time we started. Alright, let's do the second floor first. Gate is open. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it looks like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Okay. There's one bedroom. And it's in ruins as well, okay. Do they have a toolkit? Nope, that's a bed. Oh, but there was money in the bed. Open the door just a crack, but outside and made it closed again. There wasn't even a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Is there nothing in here that's relevant? Really? I kinda doubt that. Well, just let me leave, so there's nothing relevant in that bathroom, or that res hall room. This is the girl's bathroom. Alright. Anything in the boys' bathroom? Nope. Absolutely nothing. What is this? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the host week students who came before us. They classed for ours. They must use these lockers. Can we look through every single locker? There's no plate mounted to the locker. Or one side, but there's no way. Oh, there's a coin inside. Okay. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you open the locker. After all, it's pretty similar to those card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, let's just give it a try. And then, no luck. Maybe the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Same thing on this one. Well, I guess we'll see if any of these are relevant. I can leave the area, so none of those are inherently relevant then. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It's more like adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room.
Indeed.
Kyoko! I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? Regret? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall here. Is it some kind of design mistake, or a construction defect or something? Or is it a hidden door? There's a gap here, but it's not just a normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
Indeed.
A breeze? There's like an open space on the side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... You mean like hidden room? I might know how to open it. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that thing controls it. Either enter the password right, and the door should open right up. However, I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's true. Not nearly enough to go on. I looked through all the paperwork, all the files of the PC, everything I can think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Well, think of how much time I wasted on this. Okay.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair. There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know. The Ultimate Despair isn't individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That is the group responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. There are the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I'm pretty sure where you can get your hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. And I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than just that. Anyway, if we want to go in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, then no way do I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, her name.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable, after the way she talked about her dad. The idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet that idea never even occurred to her. So, do you mind if I try it, just to make sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But, if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you were about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collect myself, then turn to face the computer monitor. Just let me type the password here. I typed my full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as soon as I finished typing it in, what? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even been in the room. Her gaze is fixed on only one thing. A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Fine. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should I open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it, but I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Wait, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
It would seem...
Huh? If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so
anyway.
You know what's in there? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying something? Saying something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by step, or step by heavy step, I approach the box. I took a deep breath, and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. Then, I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... Kyoko's advice no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It's the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought. How can you have known that? I mean, there are bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling in his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. Huh?
Correct.
What about him? What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? That this is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How would you know that's him? Given all the information we have already, that's just an impossible answer. So the same person may barely a mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seemed possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Yeah, very possible, Chen Ho, but don't get enough puns. And here's a little hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all them students. And the only people to take some step in whole speak since the killing game began are the 16 students. Chico said that the headmaster is probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game was 16 students. When we put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in the school, but he's also dead. That was my assumption anyway. Kyoko explained her analysis. She was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just she thought, so she knew this possibility, but I have to believe that at some point she wouldn't be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked at the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know when Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, she could call off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up on that pride. In order to attend Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something of a true Kirigiri detective would never do. She revealed her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Alright. Now this picture. It's all faded, what's pretty old. Wait, this is a picture of Kirigiri? Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this? What do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. A picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That was the whole reason I came here. And now, he's abandoned me again? And this time, he's used still the only opportunity I had to move on? Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko? Alright, this falling camp seems like the kind of place you find with a clue. Let's take a close look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touch her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. All I found were piles of unrelated documents. He's pretty dedicated to his job, eh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind. If he couldn't handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and that made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I'm going to say something I said last time.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like.
Because...
Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't. How do you think I found out that Chihiro was biologically a male? I checked everything. And I mean everything. I checked the inside of Sakura's mouth. Because that's what a detective does. Cole Phelps never did that. Because he's not a detective. Like me. I am the ultimate detective. Okay then. If you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the drawers and looked inside. I went through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... the handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk. A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is.
It would seem...
I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue your investigation. Why don't you hold on to that? There might be an area where you can look through a bunch of lockers or something. But, Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor?
So...
What is it? I know it's completely reasonable to ask you this. I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but... Could you leave?
Correct.
Huh? Just for a little while. I'd just... like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
To get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, but not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can't be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, of what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry. Once I got myself under control, I'll be able to return the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must be a complete shock to her. I mean, it's a shock to me. Found what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. This is the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster's man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very precise approach, I know, but okay, that punch is a hint. I'm sure I told you already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the people take a single step, so to speak, since the killing game began with those 16 students. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Makaru to the mix, and you get 16. Including me, 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Makaru. Even she is undeniably dead. So the only ones still left alive are me, Bakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Alright, let's check lockers again. Why are you trying your handbook? Yes, thank you. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now see what's inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. And we gotta do that for every one of them that's not broken. Alright. This is practically empty, but it is evidence. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see the name written on it, so I can't say for certain whose it is. But there's something inside. It could be important. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was in the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Well, I saw from something familiar written there, words I've heard before. Soccer suicide note? No, okay. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in the communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly, which happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, is not exaggeration to call us our final hope. We must isolate this superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for the new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father said to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko can be anyone else. But as long as Kyoko was doing in this locker. And what here completely contradicts what Jared told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with that plan directly. It just happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does it all mean? I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. What's this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? There is a second despair. Okay. Oh, there's more, okay. Nothing. Yep. There's like one more over here, I believe. This looks totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this just a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used to telling fortunes? It's just coincidence, right? There are kinds of textbooks, notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a whole lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks and saw but the moment I looked at a notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There's no doubt what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure, or whatever his name is. Is that our hero? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different cases, or classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? That can't be possible. I mean, he came to school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance of taking classes. So what's this notebook? The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because it's lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that belongs to Kirigiri. There's some kind of explanation for this, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving for the investigation. I believe in everyone. Alright, so I think we're done here. Alright. Let's check the biolab first. Then we'll make our way down to school, and then we'll check the extra crime scene. Well, here comes the biolab. It's so cold. Like, abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. It's just why it's so cold. There's stacked tarps here. I'm seeing a lot of those things lately. Why it's so cold in here? First thing they figure out. Why it's so cold in here. I mean, you have these things here. There's a kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, it's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab's actually a morgue? I should probably take a close look around. And yeah, I mean, there are 7 people. So you got 1 for everyone who's dead. And then there's 7 of us. Well, what's there to look at? Right-hand lights are off. Yeah. Look over here again. This is one of the fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Then does that mean that everyone who's died is thrown in this little room? You're gonna click this forever, aren't you? Can we get in? Nope. Okay. Not gonna look at this. I click the desk. I click the desk. I absolutely click the desk. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated system has been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically
for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the event of an unlikely problem, the red lights will activate and alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like set up so that a slot is occupied and the blue light comes on, which means instead each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is killing motion to control me right now. There's one thing to do for everyone who's dead, and that's to defeat the mastermind. After that, to do that, I have to do my investigation. I'll need an option. Alright, we can get out of here. Alright, let's check the data lab. I'll do the data center first. I made that Monokuma room.
Hey, Makoto.
Hey, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about the Monokuma door. So I figured, if all doors in the school have been locked, that one should be open too, right? Although, you have yourself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she mean it, but that made it sound like she was good with me getting blown up. Alright. I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let's take it out first. I don't want it to explode. Here we're serving you, but that's anything. Okay, go ahead. That's the okay, right? Alright, here was nothing. After all, wait to it. Put the door open much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa! This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Okay. We got a panel here where, the mastermind hid. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about that weird design. You do it in your order. What's the device? It looks like some sort of control panel. It's real over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it looks like a pet cockpit, right? It would probably freak out if you saw it. Your cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit.
Okay.
Then could that mean that... Alright, let's start poking around or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Well, you can't just... whatever, or something like this. Well, it's too late. Here's our jab way at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? I think it came from the other room. You know what you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. That button says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one little data center that must have been pushed. But the data center was right next door. The room we're just in. That's where the strange noise came from. Yeah! We're going to check it out. Yeah, please! I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from here. I'm sure you will. Just hear what I think I heard. Is that Monokuma? Okay. Ha! Gimme here all your donuts!
What?
Oh man, busted! How'd you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera? Trying to set up? Do I even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. I guess I found it. Ah, self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push that. Aw, man. Are you just gonna push it? Anyway, I guess it sells it. The room with Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? Huh? What do you mean? You're trolling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yeah, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means Mastermind's controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. Mastermind's control Monokuma from this room. And this control room is plugged separate from the data center area with all monitors. In other words...
Hey,
maybe Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kikutsuru is right. But if Mastermind can control Monokuma from here, that means they must have been inside the school this entire time, right? I guess that'd be true. But if that is true... I'm not reading this the 5th time. There's a 16th student. There's only 16 students. Ha 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 ha. The Mastermind, Monokuma's here, really is a 16th student? No, it can't be. There is no way, right? There's no way, right? Sorry, Kodo. I don't like the face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Did you run out of donuts? I hate when I run out of donuts. They get all depressed and whatnot. And then I can't swim because I have my donuts. And then I drown because I'm my donut floaty. And that's just sad because we need more donuts. What about you, something, Beth? Ah, well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's hiding, right? Who knows if he's suddenly trapped something? I can't say it's impossible, but I hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of a place to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all time standing here. You want to get going? Yeah. Like the hatch? What's wrong, Kodo? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Fine, let's not look at Mukuru's hatch. As soon as the door of the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The torch is locked on its own. What? My hand shot to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because data centers are restricted.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressing it would be if the school mascot just stopped moving.
Yeah.
In that room. As you may have guessed, that's where controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room? Correct.
You're a liar!
But this doesn't make any sense. You were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure he's as thorough as he could have been? Did you have a suspicious hatch? I don't know, like 2 or 3 times? No way, I clicked that so many times, and it just wouldn't let me investigate the hatch. Too bad. That was your chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be open outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, the room is officially restricted, so no investigating. I'm relying on you guys for the others. Yeah, peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? Mastermind was really hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, the prison for sure, then when I said we should leave, the hatch could be opened from the outside anyway, right?
Sorry.
So it's not your fault. Okay. Anyway, we have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay then, I'm gonna go run and tell everyone we're down there. Nice. Oh,
You
nice.
got it.
Feel motive again. Alright, I'm out. See you later. And I have to do all I can do. That's going forward. Alright, to this room, and then investigate the crime scene, and then it'll be class trial time. This is Headmaster's room. I heard an awful lot about it, but this'll be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. No, Bakuya. Well, you came to my place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? We mean something interesting. Take a look at this. It was actually on top of that pathetic Austin You're just making up words now. Class 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us.
So, in other words...
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Murkuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must have been Kyoko got that page. And since both our profiles are listed in there along with hers, there can be no doubt. Murkuro was a student here at Havoc Academy, just like the rest of us. Murkuro Ikasawa, the 16th student. That's how Kyogiri learned about it. It seems Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. Then even tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get as fast as possible. What's the point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Murkuro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
So, in other words...
When we came to this profile, there was more information about Murkuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is this? Well, you asked me to explain every little thing. You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Makuya as I skimmed the report. Murkuro reappeared suddenly in the background. An entity floats. It just close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Murkuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. About to know all this, I need to push forward with researching the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Murkuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Finger, when she entered Havoc Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'm forced to take all reasonable measures. Murkuro is part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean that Murkuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Murkuro? Plus, even the headmasters seem to be afraid of what Murkuro is capable of. They would have had to take her by complete surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Murkuro was. So what's wrong with Kyoto?
That's fine.
Huh? You seem to have lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important information within that file that you should note. What is it? Do you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who's included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5'7" and 97 pounds. And even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. What do you think? Well, I think, are you asking me, like, she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make her back to corpse, and you'll think, oh, that could mean... Wait, she's trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Murkuro? Is that what he's trying to say? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it won't
all
confirm,
clear
right?
now.
That's what I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Bakunya's errand boy. No, one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so just pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to get along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me.
well, don't put too much faith
In other
it.
words,
Huh? The cost of faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. My advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Alright, let's investigate the body. Let's get to the dojo first. Talk to, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you are. Oh, I'm sure I said that. Am I so disgusting? You want me to be out of your sight? No, that's not at all. I saw maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. And if anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place relates to the case, it would have something to do, right? But there wasn't anything ordinary here. Give it back. Give me my precious time back.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're calling me useless, good for nothing. Who's gonna say that? Master will. I'm not going to consider that. I don't want that. I'm so sick of always being looked down on. Why when they won't accept me? Well, I don't think any clues here, so maybe I can get going. They're not? I guess not. Okay. Alright, let's go to the garden. The body's gone. Mooker's body. It's not here? Well, I mean, yeah, it's going in the, morgue. Makua flower. Is it true? Does it really paper, plastic, and people? Well, it's explain the case, but... I don't more we need to check. There's still sport chickens left. Also, I'm kind of terrified if there are more than that. Okay. The Splinter control panel. I can check the shed, I guess. Wow, I didn't find a single thing that looks like a dead body. Wow. Could be in the biolab? What? No way. What's this tarp? The killer uses tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I noticed before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab. Okay. That's all I'm really checking here. Let's go to the biolab. Welp.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? No one gives a hint. It's suspicious, there's no doubt. about that, this could be a trap, but even knowing that, you still go to the gym, right? Alright, let's go to the gym. My hero. Oh, Makoto. Why are you so surprised? Oh, no reason. You're in my commons nest, right? Are you here to find out what to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You talk to him? What do you say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Sure, wait. Someone tried to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. A hero? It was like he's trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. He's been hiding something this whole time.
Hello, welcome below. Your file hit. It just happened to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope. What's the amazing race? It's supposed to be an envelope. It's got my name on it. Just so you know, I won't be answering questions you find inside. Don't worry, just get on with it. Code's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found inside was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Havoc Speak at the same time as me. But wait, there was someone behind Sakura. She's the one I didn't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Makuya and I were in the headmaster's room with the file. Mikuru Ikusaba. And that girl is... Wait. Why? Why is Mikuru here with everyone else? Any more than that. Just having everyone here post like this is weird enough by itself. While wearing match uniforms, I don't remember anything like this. Well, besides Celeste and probably Junko, but... And now I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah, 15. I'm the one out there. Picture is 15 other students, but not me. But I guess it makes sense then. After all, I've never ever taken a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sakia, Sakia, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived at Havoc Academy. So it's natural for me not being in the picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone is in this picture. Yeah, and everybody's wearing the school uniform besides Hiro, Leon, Celeste, maybe Junko? I mean, it's a different shade. Oh, and obviously Fumi and Sakura. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... And I keep rambling.
What are you gonna do?
You're gonna get the way to stand there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I kept feeling questions. What kind of mystery would it be if I just gave all the answers? I guess it means not talking. Damn it. A ding dong bing bong? So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that Monku was going for? Did he put
together a fake photo just confused me? But it looks so real and so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear us all up. No, I have to clear us all up. Okay, where is everyone? Let's talk to Kirigiri first. Alright, wait, she wanted to be left alone, didn't she? Hey, girl. Makoto. What's wrong with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Here, what's wrong? I still was able to talk about the note I found. It's like he's avoiding me. It's like he's afraid of me. Why? Is there anybody else left? Oh, there's Bakuya. I was looking for him. Oh, Bakuya. Listen, do you think we can talk?
That's enough.
Bakuya? I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we are friends. Hey, Bakuya, wait. But of course, he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why does he act like that? Is he purposely trying to avoid me? This is where you're hiding. Listen, I was want to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, I gotta go. What? She ran so fast, I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hina! Why? Why won't you talk to me? We don't have access to the, first floor? We do. But Kirigiri's not there. Okay. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Doko? Oh, looks like Kirigiri's been here. Let's look at the body. It's open. I don't care. She's unconscious. She's all blood. That's what happens. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think my get you cold. If you keep taking naps in a place like this, some tree will... I'll sleep. I was fainted. I bet you're staring there. Stare at me. Get all excited, were you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain
then what?
age?
Not bothered. Strap horny. Okay. So, why'd you pass out? I don't know. Last remember was waking up just now. What did Miss Mazuro? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We must share space of knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. I don't say like it's a bad thing. It's expected. It's a plus you so far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like type double memory. No, it's like half. But I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now. I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Bakuya's around here somewhere. I'm doing his own investigation. By himself? I'd assume so. I knew it. Totally knew it. I'll tell Prone he was good at things faster. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he is right now. Alright. I totally forgot about the picture. Oh well. Why Toko faint? Alright, let's look at Mokuru's dead body. The fridge is open. I'm sure they're all shut last time I checked here.
That is why she must have passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Makoto.
Kyoko, it's getting late, isn't it?
Indeed.
Are you okay? I'm sorry for making you worry.
Listen.
No, you don't apologize. But listen, about this room.
It
Oh
would
yeah,
seem-
it's a morgue.
I knew it.
Yeah. I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You
Indeed.
knew she fainted. I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got here and inside, I realized the real
would
risk became clear. I imagined she came to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything so
Anyway.
difficult there? We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Makoto.
Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped.
Listen.
What's wrong? Maybe we should wait for a sec before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Merker's body's in there. Merker's corpse. Merker's body's
I
inside the
see.
fridge. Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we're in the class trial. Mastermind did it? But they assume we wouldn't be doing the class trial ever again, I guess. Maybe you're right. Either way, I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the
Makoto.
body during last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I don't find for this time. I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail.
So
Okay,
then,
so what should I do? Why don't you stand over there and wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just over there, that's it. Okay. Where's over there? I can look at the camera. Wow, it's a camera. Guess I'll talk to her again. I should have stick with like her photo. Oh, that girl she's in it too. It's only with your investigation, but I want to talk about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Aku made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take it on his offer. Huh?
Because-
Why not? The only reason to give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could do the same thing, but I guess it's done, I guess. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge the picture that's trying to confuse us? This gotta be it, there's no explanation. Really? Alright. I guess I gotta investigate the body with her, I guess.
Whew. Because
Did I not click
it
the
would
body?
seem-
Yeah, blue light comes on when it's occupied. We already know that. There's 9 at all. 9. 9 lights. Oh, that's a clue. We could have seen it the entire time, but alright. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it, I can't look inside. Okay. Looks like with tarps again. You know, I think I've seen a tarp storing before. Oh yeah, it was in the shed. And at some point someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already?
Indeed.
Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they're slow. In that spirit, I made my report brief. So, did you find
Indeed.
anything? I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that The stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? I think it's my 6th class trial, but, you know, no one would listen to me, because apparently it was instead a bundle of arrows bashed the back of the head that killed her, apparently. Repetition made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity was unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim was stabbed a single time with a knife, which included the body. They also struck the back of the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was also still covered in other wounds. These were at least several days old. The other option is to use other wounds, but files said they were old.
Right?
Where does it say they're old? She looks like fucking Swiss cheese.
Because...
Huh? All the Monokuma file says they're inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give. You seem to be equivalent several days old with simply
However,
old. However, it doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying that they are? But we all get the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were 3 days old, there's no way that they could have anything to do with it. But what if Mikuru herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
at the very least.
Certainly. You can allow it as one of the main possibilities, can't you?
Right.
One of many. A detective does have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the very beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. Then envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, and using only the logic and common sense. Then they investigate. They test what they find out against these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. I mean, you can't tell that our body's talking Swiss cheese. But beyond using this to solve this particular mystery, you should keep in mind for the future.
Hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know, the conditioned body, now's the time. Come think of it, there is one more thing. Earlier when I was looking at Marker's profile, it lists her height, weight, 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did they get all that right? You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse.
Indeed.
So then, and don't forget about the finger tattoo, because that's no mistake. Our victim in this case, without doubt, is Mikuru Ikasaba.
and
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I
then.
think so. It looks like enough for this Marker's body. So let's go and just kind of chill in here. Oh, you're not gonna put the body back? Do you think it's kind of sad to leave it out like this? Sad? Didn't you forget? She was once our enemy. And a part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you butcher you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive. You know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. There's still one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I ask her about the pocketbook found in the locker room. If I don't do it now... Hey Kyoko, I have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I have to ask. Go ahead then, hell with it. Have you realized your dad ever since you got here?
so...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor in the dorms. I do, yes. But getting in those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to open one of them using the emergency handbook. When you found the headmaster's hidden room. So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. After looking through it, I think it must be your
Why
pocketbook.
is that? Because...
Would you say that? Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we can only get access to that just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It's about the headmaster, about your father.
If that's true...
Could that mean the video is real too?
Makoto.
Video. Makoto? I think everything's finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that the picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I have to go investigate those lockers right now. I confirm what you said about my 2 eyes. Okay, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it is my locker.
Makoto.
Your locker? If you watch this, it all makes sense. A DVD. It says Class 78, Urgent Interviews. I found the hidden room after you left. I didn't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it for yourself. I think you'll realize what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clues in the DVD.
Makoto.
Right. Oh, it's my turn. You have a second listen to me ramble.
In other words...
Ramble. As it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. All because of the Mastermind. If there's one thing I am sure of, when it comes to Mastermind, there is no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the Mastermind. This is just one more reason to fall through with that. Kyoko's eyes burned with fire of determination. Determination to defeat the Mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness. So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know that he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She lost my laugh as she said it. Her smile was filled with sorrow. So, that's it for my rambling. There's still so much before I can consider my task complete.
Hey.
Yeah, you're right. Keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst.
Makoto.
What do you mean? Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still cannot give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I need is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. I'm sorry if that was strange. Anyway, I need to keep going. I'll see the class trial. Leaving behind the final farewell. Kyoko's gone. Ready to go myself. I got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the elevator room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Oh, you have no idea. They should be able to play these just fine. Well, I'm about to take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Sakia? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sakia in who knows how long.
Okay then.
There she was.
Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard.
was of the man positioned on one side of the screen.
I
was
do
voiced of a
apologize,
middle-aged man.
but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounds trying to make a joke, but Sakuya's tense face.
So this
move a single
video
meter.
is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
Sakuya is obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spend the rest of your life in the school?
I accept.
Thank you.
What?
And I'm sorry about all this.
How
Well,
about
I
this
can
breaks down
promise you
where
that
it's
I will do
voiceless?
everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As for my cue, that's for the video cut. There's a lot I hadn't understood until now. But this, only this. I still couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sakuya wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams and friends again. That's so bad, so she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat down to think about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I wasn't confused before, what I saw pushed me right over the edge. Oh, it's us. What I saw was me. Impossibly
So,
undeniable me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the I here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down
Now,
to talk to him like
shall
this.
we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real.
I'm sorry
I
I'm
said
putting
yes.
you through all this.
Well, I mean, I don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again with the others. Sakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all agreed to live in the school forever, and then Kyoko. Her view with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And we asked her his question. She answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview is wrapping up. The monitor still went black. Huh? It was just a monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. But that just happened.
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
Oh, you just had them break
Too
just
bad.
now.
Now then, it doesn't matter. Fix it anytime, anywhere. That's not hilarious, right?
Finger my ass. It's power and purpose. Well, whatever. You watch the whole thing. You're just more of the same. He had asked them the question, and they all say yes. I kill myself. I let a huge, exasperated sigh once I did. I murdered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation with myself,
would
a disconnect.
Think back on it now, at the point my memory is gone. At the time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to school. I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what made you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what happened by chance. It seems too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... And there we go. The investigation's over.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. Oh, Joyce, I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end.
Makoto,
I guess in the first one this time. You're the Makoto.
listen.
Just let me feel prepared. I mean, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet? Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Just like she said. Kuya. Bakuya? They arrived one for another. But they're all in a state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't a normal silence. It was definitely a silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear! Genocide!
You're not gonna finish your name? Genocide Jill, Jack, or a show? Jeez.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool. Hot, my voice are ablaze. Now then, they've just fine with me. With my scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge the ship of the master of evil. Well, I thought you couldn't kill anyone but a adorable little boys. If that's the master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything between. I can handle that. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I am feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and we're in our gloomy gust faces again, I see.
Chills! Chills!
The
Kills!
final class trial is gonna be slathered with pitch black despair, climaxium sorrow. You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it will be fair. What do you mean by this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good skin, you know. And if there was a Mr. Fair Universe contest, I'd take home the Toronto crown every year.
Today, I'm feeling white!
I'll make sure everyone watching home knows that despair is my tooth into hope. Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you guys. Sit there, trying away. Laughing as loud as ever, Mako disappeared.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Bakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. they make eye contact and miss the word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. They're paranoid, suspicious of each other. But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so. Well, you can tell us about it soon. At class trial.
So...
You're right, I'm ready. Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And quickly board the elevator. I started making towards the opening. Step after step. That gaping maw. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated myself that there is no fear, no mystery left. I pushed down the anxiety, calmed my trembling body, and finally on my unsteady legs. I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? It's perfect background for Cyber's fate. It's a long way to the last stage. The other side of final boss. I'm gonna sit on this one. I'll just sit right here in the big 16 seat. Let's begin. Alright. Well, there we go. Alright, so we'll begin the final trial in the next episode here, and I seem to see the last episode of this game. So yeah, I'll see you guys in that. Until then, peace.